What
cool. Then go back. Then shut the fuck up and go and take care of your kids. Then. Because listen, here's the thing. In
order to stop the shame,
even if you go to alcohol,
hey, y'all win. I'm not a hoe no more. Y'all can stop shaming me. What if that was it?
No,
hold on, real quick.
Just because you have been forgiven. Listen, let me ask you a question, Mr. Lego. If I go out and I rob a bank, right? Or let's say I go out and I drink and drive, and I hit somebody and I kill them, right? But then I understand, I apologize. I'm never going to drink and drive again, right? Does that absolve me from having to pay my debt to society, though?
Whether you go to prison or if you don't go to prison, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
No.
And it doesn't, because she was paying her debt to society while she was being a 304. So it doesn't.
We are the ones that dictate the laws. We are the ones that elect the politicians. We are the ones that put the people in place that pick the judges, that then sentence what it is that happens in our society. Literally, the people and the things that's happening in the society is a reflection of the people that advocated for it, voted for it, and let things happen. And so us as men, if we don't start getting a hold of what's going on in our community and start holding the people responsible accountable for who's influencing our daughters, who's influencing our society, who's influencing what's going on in school, who's raising our children, if we don't start holding them accountable now, all you gonna see is Zaya Wades running around here.
What is the point of holding them accountable?
But we are holding her accountable.
We're not.
She has turned over her leaf. What are we holding her accountable for? We're just waiting for her to continue the path.
No, stop.
She has already decided a different path now.
Yeah. No, hold on. How do you know that she turned over a new leaf?
Bro, this shit crazy, bro.
She canceled her OnlyFans. She's taking the stuff out of her body. She's advocating for not for following God. So that is her turning over a new leaf from her old leaf. Let me explain her old leaf. Let me explain her old leaf.
Let me tell you something. For most criminals, they don't even start to believe that they've changed until they're 5 years out of prison. You can't even go straight from getting out of prison and then going straight into society. You got to transition. You got to transition into a halfway house. You got to get a parole officer. You got to find a job. You got to have a family member that supports you to say that he can live here. You got to check in on a regular basis. You don't just get out of prison. You don't just get a new leaf. And I'm disappointed in y'all for letting these women lie to y'all and tell y'all that if
but she did not go to prison, Anton. She didn't harm anyone.
Listen. I'm disappointed in y'all. And y'all letting these women sit here and say that if a woman had fucked their husband, that they just be cool and forgive them and that'd be cool with it. And at the end, man, what the fuck are we?
You want to know how? We need to move on.
I have. I'm not gonna lie. Panel just so you can what? I have.
Let's get the next one popping, y'all. Let's get the next one popping.
Hold on real quick. This shit is crazy. Let's just move on. I don't care. I'm pissed off.
Y'all want to know how I know? Hold on real quick. Y'all want to know how I know that everybody's capping when it comes to that? Is considering the fact that nobody forgave Derek Jackson.
I don't care about Derek Jackson. I forgave my ex-husband so I can say what I would do. I literally did it. So you can say, wait a minute, you can say what I wouldn't do. You can say what I wouldn't do if this was a hypothetical situation, but it's not a hypothetical situation. I literally did it. So if I can literally get grace for this situation and say that I did it, I have accepted her and her baby, and that we are a whole different type of family now. I don't understand why y'all are acting like I'm capping.
Hey, Mr. Lego. Hold on.
One mic. Just said, please.
With Mr. Lego, I got a question for you.
No, I just want to respond to this dumb shit Sweeney just said.
How is it dumb?
We all did videos about his wife fucking throwing, having a tantrum and shit because
that's a year later. That's a year later. Nobody forgave him when he did it.
No,
nobody.
The bottom line is
that's a year later.
He's still trash because he's still doing the same bullshit.
We didn't know about that until a year later.
We're gonna let you go first on this next topic. Our next topic and meat of the conversation is
how do you know he had nothing to say on the last topic? That's the reason why he probably wanted to come up.
Once we get this one out of the way, you can respond to anything you want to, sir. Let me do my. You pulling a Sheba, Bruiser? That's what you doing? All right.
I did what?
Nah. You get to go on first.
Acting like Sheba.
Is it time for black men to start taking control of their own narratives? Let me play the clip, and then we're gonna get right into it. Stay tuned. 1 second. All right.
That come, and I'm obviously not Black, I'm Portuguese, but you hear it that Black men are almost harder on Black women in relationships. It seems like they treat them, I don't know, like difficult.
I think men in general require the same thing from no matter what woman they date. I mean, they want femininity, they want peace, they want love.
So
they don't
social media just be lying.
I know, you know what it is? Unfortunately, in our community specifically, Black men don't get to control their own narratives. And a lot of times what y'all will hear is Black women speaking so negatively about Black men and their experiences.
Right. Even in movies you see it. Like,
yeah, but again, that's not Black men controlling their own narratives. We're letting other people control our narratives. That's not necessarily true.
All right, there you have it. Sir, take it away. Mr. Tommy, you first.
The part about him saying that Black men don't control their own narratives, that is very true, which is funny because Black men had to turn to the internet because television was telling Black women that they were more educated than Black men, that the Black men didn't have the jobs that Black women had. See, I'm an old man, and I remember Sally Jesse, Raphael Donahue, and all of these places. They were telling Black women openly that they were better than Black men, and Black men had no comeback. And Black women weren't saying, we can't talk like this about our man in public. We can't go on Oprah, our daddy Black, our uncle Black. The only time Black men ever got a chance to push what was theirs about how they felt, and especially about dating, was in the barbershop and then online. So yes, he's correct that they didn't get a chance to push. And even when you see certain things, it's not them saying it. How many times Black men had to go to the movie theater and watch Waiting to Exhale? I remember when I saw that and I said the name of that title should have been Waiting to Catch Hell, because every Black man who was in that audience was waiting to catch hell, because damn near everything was about you, the Pookie, and y'all. Everything was about the wrong of the Black man, but never marked any of the wrong of that woman. You watch any of these Tyler Perry movies, the man is aggressive, the man is cheating, the woman has to overcome. It's always about the woman overcoming, but you rarely get the Antoine Fisher stories, and then that story gets overlooked. So yeah, the men came to the internet to start to push their own narratives, because other than that, they didn't. But I will say this, that girl, I do believe, is telling a bit of the truth too, because Black men are harder on Black women than they are on other races when they date them. They really are. But typically we're harder on people who we know or feel comfortable with, because when we date outside of our race, what do? Let's be honest. We put on our best face.